Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chatting Comics with me, Comic Rob, in the comic room. That is right. So today we're going to be talking about True Believer comics. I love True Believer comics because, let's be honest, the originals to the True Believer comics are bloody expensive. I mean, try and find me an amazing fantasy first appearance of Spider-Man for less than £1 in any good condition, by the way. It's nigh on impossible. It is so hard, and even then, if you could go, it's probably in bad condition, and they're still asking for about $250,000 for it, and I don't have that kind of money. So the True Believer comics really help sort of fulfill my collection, fill my dreams of having these comics, without going sort of into the graphic novel side of things. I still get to have my comics, and I get to read them too. So I tell you what, let's get into it, and I'll show you what I've got. Right, let's go with the Infinity Gauntlet. Let's get straight into it. This is a reprint of the first story of the Infinity Gauntlet saga, which is a 6-comic series. It's a bit different from the movie adaptation though, because now with the power of the gods, Thanos goes to find Death herself to seek her approval and love. That's the real reason why he wanted the Infinity Stones. He wanted to destroy most of half, or if not most of the universe, to impress Death herself by giving her all these souls and stuff. That's pretty much it. It's a bit more brutal than the movie adaptation to a degree, but I still love it. Great read. And next we have Scott Lang, The Astonishing Ant-Man. So this is a reprint of Marvel Premiere number 47, which is awesome. I love being able to get these True Believer comics and actually getting to read all these awesome storylines. There's this one, he finds out his daughter, Cassie, actually has a rare heart disease after he gets out of prison. So, doing what any good dad does, he returns to his life of crime to find a cure. So, what's he going to do? He steals from Hank Pym. We all know what he took. He took the Ant-Man suit to rescue a doctor who potentially has the answers that he needs. Let's be honest, we all would do the same in the same situation. You can't tell me you wouldn't. So the next beauty we have is Ant-Man and Hawkeye. Avengers Assemble! So this is a reprint of Avengers 223. So look at the cover. It's an iconic cover. Literally, they recreated that in one of the movies because it's that iconic. So Hawkeye answers a message for help from the carnival he once performed in. Turns out, Taskmaster, that's right, has taken over and turned it into a recruiting centre. As you do. So after the two fight, Hawkeye has to surrender because he's knackered. But it's alright, because he gets a little help from a little friend. Little friend? Yeah, we all know who I'm talking about. This is an awesome one. This is Miss Marvel, obviously. So, again, guess what it's a reprint of? That's right, it's a reprint of the first Miss Marvel from 1977. So this is awesome. The story is actually really wicked. So there's a new superhero in town, Miss Marvel, former NASA Chief of Security, Carol Danvers. But she suffers from a series of blackouts. That's what makes me laugh about this. Unbeknownst to her, she is really Miss Marvel. She doesn't have a clue. So she gets a job at the Daily Bugle, funnily enough. Meets Peter Parker, meets Mary Jane and J. Jonah Jameson and everyone. And it's a really good read, actually. It's real fun. Oh, it's really humorous in places as well. Brilliant one. So sticking to the Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel stuff. So this is Captain Marvel, Spider-Man and Miss Marvel. So yes, this is a reprint of a Marvel team-up number 62. So as you can probably tell from the front cover, if you are a nerd about comics like me, the Super Skrull is on a rampage and Spider-Man is failing to stop him. The Super Skrull causes an explosion and knocks Spidey out. So he wakes up and the Super Skrull is now attacking a cruise ship that, surprise, surprise, Carol Danvers happens to be aboard. Ironic that. It's quite humorous, really. It's brilliant. So you probably already guessed it. This is Venom, Lethal Protector, which is a reprint of Venom, Lethal Protector number 1. Who would have known? So this is where Venom is now trying to change his ways with Eddie in tow dealing their own version of justice after kind of giving up on the whole Spider-Man vendetta thing. You know what I mean? So they're fighting crime in San Francisco. Spider-Man finds out that Venoms are still doing bad shit, still killing people, basically. Swings past San Francisco, as you do, it's not that far from New York, apparently, to kick his ass. Unbeknownst to him, he's trying to do some form of good, and they have a big old brawl out, as you do. So I wish I had the original of this, I really do, but it's one of those ones that is highly expensive. So again, True Believers is amazing. So this is a reprint of Amazing Spider-Man 300. This is Venom versus Spider-Man, as you can probably tell. So this one's quite scary. You've never seen a face on Venom like this. It's terrifying. So Spider-Man returns home to find his wife in hysterics. Someone has broken into their home. It was a large man wearing a Spider-Man suit, but there was a difference. The mask grew a smile with a full set of teeth. And if you actually pay attention to the background, you can see Venom's smile, and it's kind of scary because they're normal teeth. They're not like the Venom sharp teeth. It's literally a set of normal teeth. How terrifying is that? So, sorry this is such a long video, but we're finally here. The last one. Amazing Fantasy. So, I'm going to say it. A reprint of Amazing Fantasy number 15. So, this was the first introduction of Spider-Man. If you don't know the story of Spider-Man, then where the bloody hell have you been? It's been in cinemas twice. His whole origin story. You know, nerdy boy, bit by spider, got superpowers, becomes a professional wrestler, fails, lets someone get away with robbing the place, but then watches his uncle die. Now fights crime for a living. That is the Spider-Man story. If you don't know that, then you've been living under a rock. So that is it, guys. That is my True Believer collection. For now, obviously, we're going to go to more comic shops. We're going to go to more car boots. Comic Hunters will be coming back, so we will find more. Which means I've got to do another video. That's all that means. It just means you get to watch me again. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, you guys are awesome, and I will see you in the next one. See you soon.